Hello, you one. So we're on the final step of our wolf in the forest composition. So we've got our background and our trees. We've painted our wolf. It's now dry. So I'm going to cut him out. One of the techniques I recommend when you're cutting is move your paper to help you to follow the lines. If you just try to move your wrist, it's really tricky. But if you manipulate your paper, it makes it far easier. So for example, when I'm doing this ear, I'm going to move my paper to enable me to follow my outlines. Okay. When you come to the teeth, I would recommend not trying to cut out each ziggy-zaggy tooth. Just don't cut them off. Cut below them, and that way you don't have the tricky job of trying to cut out each individual tooth. Okay, just going to follow my lines here. Okay, and then the last bit, and there we have it. There's my wolf all cut out. So I'm going to take my background and I'm going to think about where I want to put the wolf. Now, I don't want to put him up here because that looks like he's kind of floating in the sky. So your wolf needs to be somewhere where he's touching the red and brown and orange part, so the forest floor. So I'm going to go for right in the middle. So I'm going to use my glue. I'm going to get some glue on my wolf. And then I'm going to place him in the centre. Now, the next step, oh, and actually I'm going to show you one more tip. Whenever you're gluing something down and you're thinking it might come off, turn it over and use the back of your hand. This tends to work a lot better than pushing it down on the front. So, there we go. Let's turn this back over here. Okay, so hopefully that should stay put. Now, if you've got time for the next step, I would recommend it because it's going to really improve your artwork. It's going to give it a lovely border. So first of all, you could just stick it onto, you know, a plain white background and it gives it a nice white frame. Or if you're feeling ambitious, you could use some autumnal colours. So by that I mean kind of the colours we used on the forest floor, so like reds and oranges and browns, and I've actually put a couple of greens in here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my leaves around the edge, and I'm going to have them kind of, some of them are going to stick off the edge, but only slightly. So I'm going to have them growing up the side here. Now, if you've done my technique, which is to put the glue on first, you have to work quite fast because your glue will dry, and unless you're speedy, it will probably dry before you've finished putting your border of leaves on. So just bear that in mind. Look, in fact, I'm even putting a little extra on. So what I'm trying to do is to avoid putting the exact same colour right next to each other. Try and vary, look, I'm going to do this bit up here now. Try and vary the leaf colours that are adjacent to each other. That means the ones that are right next to each other. Try and vary those so we get different colours in different parts. Oh, let's put an orange one there. Okay, let's get a bit more glue. Okay, put a brown one there. These leaves I just cut out myself. I put some paper together, so I didn't cut them individually because that will take a very long time. I put a stack of coloured paper together, and I cut a leaf shape, and I cut about, I'm gonna guess, maybe 6 at once. So just putting a bit more glue there. I'll quickly demonstrate what I mean. I'll show you the paper that I used. So I got a stack of this construction paper, and you can see I put them all together in a stack, all my autumnal colours, and you can see I cut these leaf shapes out, and now I'm adding them to make my border. Hopefully I've got enough, we shall see. So just carrying on. Now I'm roughly following the shape of the border of my page, roughly. So I'm staying close to the edge, going off the edge maybe slightly here and there. Okay. Oh, let's see if I've got enough here. These are kind of harvest colours as well. They make me think of autumn and like maybe Thanksgiving colours as well. Okay. Oh, I think I'm going to have enough. And let's do the final ones. Let's have them going. I'm going to just turn my paper. Let's have the final ones going in this direction. Okay, so let's have that one there. Okay. A bit more there. Let's see, let's just fill up a bit of a gap here. There we go. Yellow there. Let's pop one more in. Let's pop a pinky reddish colour one there. Right, now let's just test and see. There we go. Let's just see if this fills the space. Ah, yeah. That looks cool. So, my final thing that I'm going to do is put some glue right into the corners here. Okay, and then crisscross, and then let's position this. Try and make it as central as I can. I'm going to press that down with my hands. Okay, and that is my finished wolf in the forest composition. All right, well done you one. Bye-bye.